Alrighty, so I have teleported back to before I made the phone call so that I'm not locked into that ending anymore. And we're gonna try to do something else. So here you can see I have my left wing suit wing and my wingsuit tail. So I'm roughly at where we left off in one of our universes. So as a recap, I need to make the right wingsuit wing in order to finish making this thingy. And unfortunately, there's no wood or shoelaces in the entire prison except for it's via the elephant's smuggling thing, and I joined a different gang, so I can't get them from him. Yay! Caesar, you're lucky you have the best skill in the entire game, because otherwise I'd be very disappointed in you. Let's see. If I'm going to be a smart boy, what I should probably do is recreate what we did before, get both pieces of gear from that one room at night, and then repair both of them, and then that can help me out if I get targeted during the upcoming battle, because apparently there's going to be a big bad fight soon, and I'm no longer in the timeline where I conveniently escape right before that happens. I'm gonna spare you how long this takes, because we've already done all of it before. So I'll probably see you tomorrow in the game. It's not the end of the episode. Okie dokie, so I've got the baton, and I've got the tactical gloves, and they're both fully repaired. So that might come in handy. Do I have the stimulant on me? Yes. Let's go on a little side quest. I'm gonna go break into the chapel again to steal that guy's lucky coin to turn in the quest, even though it'll probably not pay off in any meaningful way. Although it might be a milestone for completing some level of reputation. But also on some level I'm just like, I don't know, maybe... I guess it's just the fact that the quest is there, so I'm like, I'll just do it, it's right there. Overall, though, I think that we're going to be moving pretty quickly from here on out, because now that I've beaten the game once, to put it frankly, we don't care anymore? Which isn't, I don't mean that to be dismissive of the game or anything, I just mean that, like, we've beaten the game already, so, like, this is all, like, in a weird non-canon space of just fucking around. So I'm not going to be really engaging with the economy of the game anymore, or the reputation systems of the game, unless I specifically have a goal in mind. I'm not, because beforehand, this whole game has been about hedging my bets, and just basically making every single possible thing as optimum as possible. Like, if I have every bit of economy well organized, if I have good reputations with the people, if I keep raising my stats, if I keep getting skills, blah blah blah, those all just keep increasing my opportunities and my mobility and my ability to solve problems and not be blocked by something unexpected and not being able to respond to it. But now we beat the game. I don't have enough strength. Can I just take the thing that gives me more strength? I've got enough strength. Well, that's embarrassing. I need a mushroom. My strength really that low? Does something else like lower it? I'm smelly. Womp womp. But yeah, so if I don't have a specific thing I'm working towards, I'll probably mostly be skipping entire parts of the game. Like just being like, yeah, take me to the next period. I can just sit down and wait at any given time. I've clearly gotten turned around. Do I just like not remember how to leave where I am? I really goofed this by not having the right item on me. Womp womp. But I took the time to recreate the steps where I get strong like that. With those key pieces of gear, because If the game hit me with an unavoidable fight in my ending already, it feels like the prison riot that the game's been building up to all game. That might be an unavoidable fight. It's probably best to be prepared for that before it starts, instead of just waiting for it to happen and then be surprised Pikachu as my skull gets caved in by a rhino. And then having to reload an old save and then replay up to that point, but more prepared this time. Again. I came so close to a pacifist run. It's probably possible. Because it's not necessarily a case where every ending gives you a mandatory boss fight. Like, if I make this wingsuit, I don't really see how that's going to lead to a boss fight. So, technically, if I get that ending, that continuity will be a pacifist run, mostly. It still won't be a pacifist run in that if you count any level of conflict, I did get trapped in a fight with that bat. That sucked. But aside from that, I haven't been in combat, which is why that was such a shit show where I'm like, I don't even know how to fight. Overall, it seems like a pretty acceptable form of turn-based combat. It seems like there's like a decent number of things going on that are kind of interesting, but it's also just generally decent about, like, it's not, I imagine there's not that much repetition built in, so like, people think that I don't like turn-based combat sometimes because I don't like JRPGs, but it's really just that JRPGs as a genre are as repetitive and mindless as possible. At least all the popular ones really are, and that just makes me not want to play them. Look, yay, lucky coin. There we go. And also, I stole the money. I have so much money. And now I can just run back. This lucky coin fills the slot like a normal coin does. Nope. Anderson's special lock has been removed. His very suspicious lock that was clearly there just to, close that. Return to my cell. That lock that was clearly just there to safeguard his secrets. Well, the fact that he was outed by having a dumb secret in a framed photo, that's convenient for me, but really goofy on his part that he had such a unnecessary breach in his own security, basically. My inventory's getting obnoxious. I don't have space to put so many of these things because even when I have like one of each tool, every tool has too much violation to be in the main area, but so does the gas mask, so does every component of the wingsuit. Like, I can't put these items away. Violation 10. So I'm constantly just like, let me put something away in any other way. It's a full stack of those. So full stack of 3 different herbs. Put my coffee away. Let's keep the coffee, actually. Organize and get rid of... I can't put the bar away because it's too high violation. Let's put the shoes away. The shoes might... well, I want the shoes. This is rough. If I take out the snap guns, then I can put away the bar. But now I might have too much violation. 70 out of 65, okay. The individual snap guns take up too much. Does that fix it? It's that the snap guns are 5 each, so they take up too much overall. But nowadays, they take focus. It takes focus to use, but I can spam focus with Caesar's ability, and if I succeed, it doesn't break. And I can spam that ability so much that it shouldn't break. But also, We just kind of don't necessarily care about lockpicking because it hasn't come up in 100 years. I'm just going to go ahead and destroy these because I'm sick of my inventory space being so limited. So it's fine. Okay, that's a little better. Let's go ahead and overwrite my little save here. Saves are becoming more important because I have like anchor points I want to be able to return to when things get bad. So this is my chance to be a bit more prepared. I think we're gonna rest now. I'm running out of sleeping pills. No nightmares. I got a skill that gives me an advantage against those, so I kind of would hope that they would come up more than they do. It's now Wednesday. Day 17, I want to say. Tomorrow is the day that supposedly Bloody Mary gets you if you peel an apple in front of a mirror at midnight. So keep that in mind. Tomorrow night I have to contrive an incredibly specific series of actions to see if it does anything.
Hey, the head count's starting. Get in line.
47 and 47. They constantly say that everyone's here, but then the moment this is over, I check, and people are in the infirmary, so it's weird. It asks to make sure that we keep it up. No announcements today. Yeah, remember this. Oh yeah, I can skip this. So yeah, this time I'm not being called in, which means I'm not about to escape, which means I actually get to walk around and see what's going on today.
Hi, buddy.
Hey, how's it going? Feeling better? Don't worry, I'm fine now. I think the past is best left in the past. The dead and love, two things that can't be revived, right? Besides, we got treasure hunt to plan. I need to keep my shit together. I'm glad you're over it. In that case, why don't we go up to the roof and have a couple of beers to celebrate? My treat. As much as I love a cold beer right now, I'm afraid I can't. I've got a job to do. A job? What job? Another little treasure hunt. Alex asked me to get a package for him. But this pile is a total mess. I don't have the patience for crap like this. Ugh. Hey, keep it down. He's staring right at us. Oh, shh. Do I still have packages here? Potato pizza. I will never go hungry again. Is this where 3 station? Yeah, I could already eat one again. Bloop. Hey Walter, I heard from Gray that you're working on a new drug using your spray. Eddie, why so interested in that? If you don't have enough of the raw material, I might be able to help you out. We possums can secrete smelly stuff too. It's just not as powerful as skunks. Of course, I wouldn't ask for too much money. So that's what you wanted to talk to me about. Unfortunately, our secretions don't have the same chemical composition. In other words, your secretions can't help me with the development of my drug. Don't be so quick to say no. How about you smell it first before making up your mind? Besides, believe me, it's absolutely stinks. Here goes.
Eddie, stop. I just had breakfast, Croak.
You had breakfast? Where are you having breakfast? I don't get to have breakfast. I'm spending all the stamina and time that it takes to do every conversation. Because mechanically, I'm just not really trying to keep the engine going right now. Chris, I overheard yesterday where the money is.
Hey, great job, partner. So, come on, tell me where it is.
I'm not just going to tell you. What if you keep it all to yourself?
Oh, come on, Phil. What do you think I am? How about an exchange? What can I give you for the information?
Unless you pay me $5,000 up front, it's definitely worth it, trust me.
Oh, is that so? Then what about something other than money? We're partners, just name it.
Anything? Well, since we're partners, you have to tell me how you'll get the money
if it's on the outside and we're stuck in here. On the outside? I have a lot of friends on the outside. You don't need to worry. You say that, but it's not as if the average guy can just break into someone's tomb. You need professionals. A tomb, huh? Well, that is a tricky job. Crap, I'm not saying any more. If you want to know the rest, you can pay. He was just continually revealing things. It's fun. It's kind of neat getting a little last hurrah of revisiting the characters a bit, because I'm like, you get used to hanging out with them all month. It's really jarring that you just leave abruptly. Like, obviously, a jailbreak's a secret, but you're like, damn, I just never see these characters again mid-storyline. My eyelid wouldn't stop twitching when I woke up this morning. Yeah? The left one or the right one? What difference does it make? When I was chatting with old Lee earlier, he said that when where he comes from, the left eyelid twitching is a good sign, while the right one twitching means something real bad's gonna happen. I don't believe that crap. He probably got those black rings around his eyes when someone punched him for fluttering his right eyelid. If you ask me, it's better to be safe than sorry, so you better be careful today. I might stick around. When I run out of the particular endings that I'm working on, I might just, like, run out the clock and get the whatever ending happens from you just not escaping. Because there's an ending here. So I guess that is another ending to get, right? Just keep your head down for the end of your sentence. Like, we accomplished the thing, but for now, it's just like, we just gotta wait it out. And maybe you, like, out the mayor in the long term, and he eventually gets in trouble for what he did. But after probably doing irreparable damage to the society, to your community, and your friends are probably still in hiding for so long. So maybe there is some shame in that, despite what the game says. But it'll give me the chance to run around and see all the different dialogue that plays out in the last week of the game, unshackled from having to worry about mechanically succeeding at the game. Or maybe I'll hang out and get some more reputation meters up, but that would take significantly longer if I keep engaging with the economy. If I'm not engaging with the economy, I can just hang out and watch the conversations and move on. What's the matter, Tony? I've been standing here for hours, but you haven't tried to sell me a single thing. Sorry, but I have a more important job today than selling merchandise. I have to conserve my energy. Important job, huh? You don't mean sunning yourself here, do you? But since you asked, can I interest you in today's limited edition offering? Limited edition? Did you get one of those special magazines that Ray wanted? No, I'm talking about information. It's expensive, but you won't regret it. Okay, yeah, it's happening today. It could not be more clearly happening today. Can I climb this? Tess will probably hear if I climb up now. Okay. I was like, surely you can't just climb up there. I am wearing the work boots. We've always had this sneak thing going on. There's only a +1 though, and then +1 from Chameleon. And then if Paul how do you get Paul to like you? I have no idea how some of the reputation meters in this game even work. Like, there are entire characters where it implies you can get them to like you, and I'm like, I don't even know how to interact with this person. They never say or do anything. It's wild to me. What if I just climb down there into the sewer? Oh, if the Watchtower people caught me. Are you implying that I can drug the Watchtower people and go down there? Yeah, this guy knows that the fight's gonna happen. I find it noteworthy that, like, I think Joseph is the only big ol' muscular dude in this game that has a blue outfit, which is the non-threatening outfit. Everyone in red is dangerous, particularly dangerous. A lot of them are like murderers and whatnot. I'm in orange for my crime, which says a lot of its own, although I was framed, but like even the crime I was framed for I think wasn't violent, but I'm still orange. Joseph is blue. Like, he is almost uniquely non-threatening. I am curious. I'm sure I'll get to meet him better in the next playthrough if I do it, since I'll be a more tough dude, so I have more incentive to get his training and all of the other more combat-oriented things, potentially.
So maybe I'll figure it out there. But I'm wondering what his backstory is. Like, how is he in prison as one of the very few blue shirts? Because almost no one has a blue shirt in this game. Like, Jimmy has a blue shirt. He did, like, wire fraud or something. It might just be that he's a fraud. Because he's trying to sell you on his workout plan all the time. So maybe he is just like a martial arts fraud. I assume Frank told you everything last night. Are you ready? Course. My horns ain't afraid of no one. Any fool who messes with me is in for a world of pain. I know all about your temper. That's why I brought you here. What I'm trying to say is, don't lose your rag. Think about Lincoln waiting for you to get out. So that's what you're worried about. What about you? Don't you want to get out and see Eliza sooner? Don't worry. We'll have plenty of chances to be model prisoners after today. There's a gap between these two. These two are always hanging out, but they have a difference in danger level 2 when they came in. I don't know if anyone ever changes rank while they're in here. Let's see, I could be wrong. I think Caesar is orange? Yeah. So Caesar is the only gang leader that is orange. He's got 2 reds in his squad, but he also has 2 blues in his squad, and he himself is orange, where most of the squad leaders... I think the squads exclusively employ orange and reds, and both other clan leaders, gang leaders, I kept saying every other word for a group of people, basically. I think both other gang leaders are red. This one's weirdly sorted. Top left Caesar, top left Jumbo, top left Vladimir? You have to go down here for Alex? I think in particular it leads to a disparity where the current conflict that's about to happen is between the gang with the most blue shirts and least red shirts and the gang that has the most red shirts. Old Lee, have you seen Ray? Ray, I haven't heard his voice this morning. May I ask why you're looking for them? If you see them, do me a favor. Tell them to go to the cafeteria a little later at lunchtime today. Tell them to go to the cafeteria a little later at lunchtime today. So Franklin's looking out for Ray. Okay, that tells me that the fight is going to happen in the cafeteria. So lunchtime today is when the fight's gonna happen. Franklin's looking out for Ray. I didn't know they knew each other. If I see him, I'll be sure to pass on the message. Thanks. I'll make you an electric wine flask when I get a chance. Oh, that would certainly make the winter far more pleasurable. Old Lee's just hanging out. I think that's everyone I can talk to in the... Oh wait, no, I can go to all the job sites. It takes a while to get every piece of little intel, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm probably going to want to nab up whatever I can to stat up myself, just like I did the other time. I haven't seen any of the Bigfoot guys working today. Those lummoxes are so damn lazy. Yeah, it's because they're planning their attack. Young Ben isn't delivering today, so it's normal they wouldn't be here, right? I'm wondering, is there a way to replace Ben with a delivery driver who works for us? Then, the Bigfoot gang wouldn't have this hold over us. Caesar has been inquiring about that for a long time. Young Ben's dad, Old Ben, has a good fishing buddy named Jack. He is the younger brother of the city's archbishop. Do you two know why the archdiocese only built a chapel in our prison? Even I can't begin to unravel all the dealings that go on behind the scenes, but one thing's for sure, relationships like that are unbreakable. Psh, they're tighter than the magic circle. It's neat to just kind of poke around and look at the story. Like, at all costs, basically, in this case. No one's at the staff block or the mail room. So it's just the laundry room and the kitchen that, and I guess the roof are where people, are the jobs where people chat. Jimmy, want to hit the general building for a game of Lethal Combat 2 this afternoon? Yesterday just wasn't enough. Sure, I figured out how to beat your character. Yeah, we'll see about that. You just got lucky yesterday. How about the loser has to do a forfeit? You sure? I thought you would have learned your lesson by now. Have you forgotten? You've already got a list of forfeits as long as your neck to do. I don't know what that means. Forfeits to do? Just you wait. I'll make you eat your words this afternoon. Anyone know what might be going on there culturally? I thought forfeiting is when you give up at the competition. Oh my god, what's going on with my experience? Is each one of these conversations giving me experience? Just tiny amounts, but it's a crazy amount of spam. This might have been happening all game long, just a tiny bit of experience for every conversation, but having them all in a row like this is really highlighting the weirdness of it all. You know what? I've never done this job. Let's just do it for completion's sake, is actually try out each little mini-game. You need to have patience when it comes to money. Go away. Critical failure! Good thing that doesn't do anything. Well, I guess I could go do a break. Do I have a mask on me? I didn't bring a mask. I'll just tank the damage, I guess. 2 large drums of bleach. The smell is so... A cupboard. It looks very heavy. No good, it's locked. Huh? There seems to be something shining under the cupboard. Could it be a key? No good, it's too far. I have to move the cupboard. If I can unlock it, I'd have a high chance of doing so. I've just never been in this room? Yeah, I got scared off by this icon about the harmful gas. I didn't want to do anything in this room, and I've just avoided it. I just kind of then never came back to this place because it's the shitty job that I don't want to do anymore. This cupboard is so heavy. It was locked so tightly. There's also a strong smell of preservatives inside. I think I have a good idea what's inside. I think that I want to go back to my cell and put a gas mask on before I do any further stuff. Maybe my post-ending playthrough is going to be kind of long as I really just wring everything I can do out of this game and check out more stuff. Take the gas mask out. Hide the wingsuit bit. Violation is fine. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom. Laundry room. I'm really amused by the fact that the gas mask is a violation item, but also I'm just wearing it. Like, I'm wearing it on my face and no one cares. Okay. What happens when I open this? You mentally prepare yourself, imagining what you might see. Your heart rate gradually increases and your body begins to... One hand covers your eyes, the other slowly pulls out the cupboard door. It's just detergent. It was so mysterious I thought it'd be something important. There's an old wrench in the corner, presumably for repairing the washing machine. That's good. Look at the old wrench. Just a wrench that I can take. Even though I already have a wrench. Take out the detergent. Emptying the cupboard should make it much lighter. It takes a bit of effort, but you move all the detergent onto the floor. All done. I should be able to move the cupboard easily now. Oh. There's a spoon on the floor instead of a key. Who would drop a spoon here? And why are there so many cracks in this wall? Some of them are quite deep. Could these two things be connected? The spoon is heavily worn. They're digging, aren't they? Looks like someone tried to dig through this wall with a spoon at some point. Was he trying to break out through here? If only I knew what room's behind the wall, I might be able to find the answer. I'll look around. Maybe I can find some clues. Yeah, what is back there? How much stuff do you... Oh. So it's full of detergents. So many ingredients. How am I supposed to mix them? I need a recipe. A nail and a pipe. Just hanging out. Paper and tape. Shoelace. Yeah. I had 2 out of 3 before. Yeah, I just need 1 wood. If I get 1 wood, then I'm done. And I can make my wingsuit and use it tonight. Nothing here is usable? Okay, well, shoelace is good news. I should find the detergent recipe. You've acquired a new recipe. So I can't do this job because I don't have a detergent recipe? Is that like a specific... Like, is that one of the things that Walter teaches you? Hang on a minute. Stimulant, sedatives, corrosive solutions. That doesn't sound like it's a detergent. Upgraded one? Increase the quantities. I don't understand where the detergent... Oh, up here? The whiteboard seems to have the detergent recipes written on it. Mixing room instructions. Workers must strictly follow the recipe when mixing detergent. Each of the ingredients must be evenly mixed. Recipe, detergent powder, 4 scoops, softener, half scoop, bleach, 1 scoop, reducing agent, 2 scoops. Caution! Caution! It has been found that detergent made according to the old recipe could be highly corrosive in some circumstances. To avoid damaging the inside of the washing machine, the recipe has been updated as follows. So this one's wrong? Detergent powder, 5 scoops. Degreasing powder, 1 scoop. Softener, half scoop. Bleach, half scoop. Reducing agent, half scoop. Workers are required to follow the new recipe and will not be paid if the old recipe is used. I wonder if that means you can use the old recipe to fuck with the wall, maybe? Or in any way, in any other way, kind of escape? Or break something? Is that an alternative to the corrosive solution recipe? 2 recipes. The old recipe will make a solution that reacts with metal. Maybe it can be used as a rust remover. I only get paid for the new recipe. I better not mix it up. Okay, so they're saying that the old recipe makes rust remover, which is a product that you can otherwise get also. Let's give it 1 shift. Oh. Mix detergent, craft rust remover. Their intelligence checks, which I'm pretty good at. Only takes 10 minutes. So it reasonably should be able to do these in 3 rolls, which means it's a half-an-hour job. How much do it pay? $72. And it's an intelligence quest. So this is actually a decent alternative to the pickling, although it hurts me. Doesn't it say it greatly reduces body damage by harmful gases? That doesn't mean all of it, so that's not amazing. Let's see, so he wants to look at clues. So that's interesting. I may have just discovered yet another exit. Serve the washing machine. Washing machine is huge. You could fit a whole elephant in there. Before I got here, I did hear rumors of prisoners being found in washing machines. Oh. Huh? The pipe on the wall carries the dirty water from the washing machine to the next room. There's a stamp on the pipe, but the writing is so small. Another chance to use a special puzzle, or just use my automatic skill that skips these puzzles, apparently. I remember DIY had a lot of information about perspective and decorative details. Maybe I can use that to identify the words in the stamp. What you learned from DIY has been a great help, and you quickly solved the problem before you. Phew. Finally got a good look. I feel like my eyes are about to glaze over. The stamp reads, Sewage Pipe 1, Laundry Room to Sewage Treatment Room. I guess that means the next room is the Sewage Treatment Room. Well, that does make sense. Wall of Hope, jailbreak. Okay. Yeah, it's explicitly a jailbreak path. Which makes sense because that goes to the sewer, but I've already been to the sewer. But maybe it's a part of the sewer that I don't already have access to? I've always felt like the sewer was going to lead to me being able to leave. So it's been confusing that the sewer has not actually led to me getting any kind of access to leaving. This is interesting because if you're trying to work at exiting through this hole, you need to be able to persuade the guy to leave. And this is like a unique challenge you would have, is that the other guy is probably less charismatic than this guy is, because that's like this guy's whole thing. So like suddenly you just might fail to persuade someone to leave, and then what do? Punch him? Does that even work? Whoever did this must have been trying to make a hole in the next room. Judging from the stamp on the pipe in the laundry room, the next room should be the sewage treatment room. If it's the sewage treatment room, there must be a main sewage pipe. It probably leads to the Hadlow River, not far from the west side of the prison. I think the Spoon's owner intended to escape by that route, but it seems he didn't get far. So I can dig, but right now I don't have a tool. I'll just eat this pizza. It's just not that big of a deal. I could easily get more. So you need gloves would help, but otherwise you just want big digging tool. If we're gonna be sane about it, I should probably just go back to this like, fuck the spoon. I'm pretty sure I have a better digging tool. I have a hammer. Okay, just get rid of this stupid spoon. No longer exceed the violation threshold. I can put away the shoelaces. Maybe put the coffee away right now too. Even the gloves are violation. What a pain. Now for the right wingsuit, I just need a piece of wood. So, oh yeah, before I make any time pass, I need to see if there's a new piece of wood available to us at this time of day. 3 of them! Okay. My best chance is probably the camel on the roof. Let's get that wood. Because then I can just hold on to it, make a dowel tonight, and then make the wingsuit and fly away. How have I not spent 300 with you? I feel like this guy just tricks me. Let's see if I have to spend like 300 in one go or some shit like that. Like, what do they want from me? Oh, this guy does not like to haggle. Wow. I can't buy the lumber. I need such higher rapport. Okay, prick. Give me the cigarette. This has to be $300 by now. Here's a cigarette. Oh, thanks. I gave me a bandage. I got a gift from John. I've spent 300 with you. Okay, there we go. Isn't it enough yet? It's enough. You're officially a VIP. So, what do you want to know? He talks about himself as he sorts through his pockets. So that's how he ended up in this place. This camel is an experienced player in the prison's black market. Through his secret channels, he can lay his hands on anything, even some really good stuff like beer and copies of Play Pup. He has his sales pattern down to a fine art, but unexpectedly failed when it came to you. Tony's youth was uneventful. He grew up in an ordinary family, went to an ordinary school, got with an ordinary girl, and broke up with her for an ordinary reason. His life would probably have carried on in much the same boring fashion were it not for a phone call he received one day. It was his childhood neighbor. Tony barely contacted him after his family moved out of the country during high school. He got in touch with Tony because he had found an opportunity to make a fortune. The country he moved to had drastically reduced the tax rate on alcohol and tobacco, which caused the price to plummet. He bought up a huge supply and found a generous buyer in Tony's country. The only problem was how to transport the goods without being inspected by customs. Fortunately, there was a gap in the border between the countries that was almost completely unguarded, because it was a desert. He immediately thought of Tony. Although Tony was nothing special, crossing a desert should be a cinch for a camel. Maybe it was because of his recent breakups, or perhaps due to the lack of stimulation in his life, but after thinking it over for 2 days, Tony agreed with the deal. He spent an uneventful few days carrying the goods across the desert and received his payment, just like that. Now that he had a taste, Tony wanted more, and embarked on his smuggling journey. From cigarettes to TVs, it was as if he had found a path paved with gold. But as Tony's smuggling operation grew ever larger, it eventually came to the attention of customs. They sent a team to stake out the route and caught Tony red-handed just as he was emerging from the desert. Perhaps it was the cruelty of fate, or maybe even punishment for his greed, but it just so happened that Tony's cargo on this particular trip was weapons. This turned what would ordinarily have been a relatively minor offense into a major crime that got him sentenced to life imprisonment. Whoa! Life, damn. He's fucked. You still haven't told me how you got in here. Oh, that's top secret. Only my super VIPs get to know that. You'll have to spend at least another 100,000. He played me. What? Did he not tell us how he got in here? He got caught smuggling. Is that not... Wait. Is that not the answer to that question? Did I miss something? Alright, well, here's your own cigarette back, you prick. There. Now I can buy this lumber from you. And I'm gonna haggle, you fucker. There we go. So now I've got the lumber. Too many bandages. It's funny that I was trying to say, like, yeah, like now that I've gotten the ending, I'm just gonna like beeline directly for what I need for each route that I currently have unlocked. But then that quickly ballooned too. But like, we should do all the dialogue and see where all these NPCs and storylines go, right? Like, we got invested in these 47 characters. Don't we want to see like how what they're up to day to day and get glimpses of that right up to the end and see what they do with their arcs or whatever, or if there are payoffs and whatnot. And then it became, well, now I've got like enough ending avenues potentially that maybe I am just gonna keep playing the game normally. Lumber is thankfully a low violation, so I can just put it in the normal slot. It's very funny to me that I kind of just turned right back around and now I'm just kind of back to playing the game. So maybe we're not as done as I thought. I do just like playing this game. It's comfy, while also being a thing full of choices and a billion things to do. It's like, it's comfy the way Yakuza is comfy, where I just do like hanging out and playing it all day, but it's also more engaging and interesting because like Yakuza is a relatively shallow series of games where you don't really have stakes. There's no long-term consequences for anything you do. You just play out the storylines and read the dialogue and have fun, which is fine. But I'm getting like the double dose of like getting a game that's comfy, a comfy routine to me,
and mechanically has just like a bunch going on for me to chew on, and I'm like, let's go and do everything. Okay, so I never actually did the job. I also never got the I did get the hammer, but I forgot what I was doing. I got distracted by getting the wood, which was a good distraction. I needed to do that. Can I repair the hammer? I need 2 rust remover. Okay, who has rust remover? We would like to have good rolls instead of bad rolls. Rust remover. 7! Mr. Laundry Room Boy has 7. And is ironically right back where I was coming from. Laundry room. You. I'm gonna haggle you into the grave. Oh, do you not like me though? Another shoelace. Shoelaces are just around right now. I'm gonna buy that out of spite. I'm so annoyed about shoelaces that I should just buy them whenever they come up. These dice rolls are fucked. Are you kidding me? Oh no. I used up all of my points. Hey, Jesus, for $8 too, what a waste. Oh no. Doesn't give you a focus. What gives you a focus? You get 1 focus from... Is it from a mint? I think it's from mint. Okay, so I blew that, and you all saw it, so I hope you are amused by that. Ha ha ha, very funny. Hee hee hee, hoo hoo hoo. I have to go all the way back to my cell. Alright, I just write this button. I cannot believe I got washed out that badly on a dice roll. Okay. Mint, right? Yeah, mint focus point. And the more mint you have in a day, the more focus points you lose. Let's eat 3 mint. There we go. That's a bit more reasonable. Not a proud moment for me. And I'm still gonna do... I'm still planning on doing the actual laundry job to test it out. So this episode's running long a little bit, but I'm trying to just finish what I was currently trying to do. This is fucking hilarious, honestly. 10% discount, is that unlikely? You can't be doing this to me. Okay, Jesus. So I get those points back at least. It's not even a good discount, like it's just a waste. I'm just wasting my time. It's the principle of it though. Rust remover is 1 violation each? Oh no. I have so much violation. Can I just quickly warp back to the base before I get caught by someone? Okay, I didn't get caught somehow. I don't know what causes people to catch you or not in this game. I've tried to avoid that, obviously. The cupboard's full. Of course it's full. I'm back talking the game now. What a nightmare inventory that I have. Okay, you... Fuck you, generic mask. I don't need you, I have a gas mask now. Just wanted to repair this hammer so I can dig gooder. So those are individually low violations, so I can just stash them individually, but I can't stash them alongside the other thing, and nothing else can be moved out of here. There must be a way to get these other slots. Probably one of like the thief characters or something. Equip the hammer. I think that lets me... The baton only has 17 durability? I thought I repaired it, but did I use it for something? I don't remember using it for something.
Alright, well at least now I'm good at digging. Is the gas mask still on? Yes. So dig will take half an hour. Let's see how a roll looks right now. 15 plus 7 is 23. Oh, that's gonna take a bit. It's a bit of a long-term goal, isn't it? Oh, it's currently almost lunch. Shit. Apologies, everyone. Alright, so we got a glimpse of the progress. Right, I already did the laundry job. It was just a little... Right, it wasn't a mini game. So I already forgot that I did it, because it was just a little thing where I just watched him do it with a skill check. Where I'm used to stuff like this being a mini game. But I guess intelligence checks tend to not be mini games. Intelligence checks are instead you immediately... you just use your character's inherent smarts, apparently. So stimulant will give me 2 strength. That's at least something? Is that... Should I just leave it at that? Keep my glasses on, put these gloves on, equip the baton. I'm too high contraband now. I could probably trade one of these high contraband items in my inventory for somewhat lower contraband ones in here. A metal pipe is lower get rid of this. Alright, we'll hide that. Good sentence. Am I below it yet? Okay. I'm going to take the stimulant. I'm going to organize my inventory. We're going to make a save in case I die. And I will just politely wait for lunch right now. And I'm sure nothing will go wrong next episode.